All right, happy Friday, guys. We made it through the week, so I am so excited about that. Oh, good big breath of relief for that. So, Friday night, craft and cocktails. I've got my wine, and I've also got a smoothie, so I'm not double fisting, and I'm just not hungry for dinner. So, grab anything you want to drink, coffee, whatever. Maybe it's a little early for that. It is 7 o'clock. But today we are going to be going through doing oops, my bag's out of reach. So we're going to do a pool bag, nice straw, big fun pool bag. So I'm going to try to set this up so you guys can see everything that I'm doing. So I already started this and I'll get to that later, but let me go ahead and get this over my smoothie. That's really good. Okay, let me grab my finish pack real quick so I can show you what we're doing. Okay, so this is what we're going to do tonight on Crafts and Cocktails. So it's really fun. Just a nice summer way to spruce up a nice pool bag for the summer, for the pool, just for anything you could fit in there. You can fit a nice big towel in there, whatever. I've got craft supplies in there. So this is what we're going to do. We'll get to this later. So as you can see, I've only done one handle. So this is just yarn, and this is just wrapping it. All I did was wrap it. It's a ombre, whatever you want to call it, yarn. So I'm going to do this with both handles, but it does take a while. So this is something later in the night as you're watching TV, you're just casually doing something you don't really need to pay attention to. Just sit there and wrap. So we're going to go through this pretty part right here today, and it's really easy. So we'll go through this last. So this is what we're going to do. It's really great for the pool, really fun for summer, just a nice fun way to spruce up any straw bag. So let's get started. This is my blue one that I did. Tonight we're going to do one in pink. So all kinds of shades of fun pinks and different colors. So you can do it with any color you want, any, whatever you like. Hi, Caitlin. So this is what we're gonna. This is the goal. This is the end goal. So I'm gonna get my empty bag or my straw bag, and we'll start. First, gotta grab a sip of wine. I didn't have time to cool it, so there's ice cubes in it. It's gonna be great. All right. So this one I started. I started a little bit with this. So like I said, this is just yarn. I have multicolored yarn, so this is what this looks like. The blue one is just like this, except blue, no pink. So like I said, we're not going to do this because it is a little bit time consuming. So just wrap away as you're watching Netflix. Just wrap. And today we'll get started with the pom-poms and all that fun stuff. So I have my big pom-poms we'll start with. I got these at Michael's. They're 2-inch, I believe. They're the big ones. There's 3 different sizes. These are the big ones. You can also make these. So if you have any sort of yarn, I think you use like a fork or cardboard, just wrap away. There's plenty of videos on how to make pom-poms. So not going to go over that. I bought mine though, so we're going to do it the nice, quick, and fast way. So we only need 5 of these. I think there's like 7 or 8 in the container. All right. And while I remember, I'm going to plug in the glue gun. So you will need a hot glue gun. There's mine plugs in. You can go ahead and you can use like the small ones or whatever, just any sort of hot glue gun. Doesn't matter. So I'm going to plug mine in while I remember. So it gets nice and warm for us. Good. Okay. So that is plugging in, charging up, and we have our bag. All right, so we have these, and then I think I pushed them behind the computer. Oh, no, they're just hiding on me. The bag's too big. All right, so other things we're going to need other than our big pom-poms, I have these tassels. You can make tassels, I'll show you how to make tassels later. Right now, we're just gonna go the easy way. I bought these, they came like this. This is what we're using. So they have the 3 multicolored, got these at Michael's. These are on sale 60% off right now, as well as these pom-poms. So you can get in the bag. So everything's 60% off at Michael's. Everything you can get at Michael's. So I use these, our big pom-poms, and I got these on sale. I don't know if you can find these anymore. These are little pom-poms. I think they're 1 inch, but these ones are like red and multicolors. And then you're also going to need any sort of like, I think it's called sewing floss. It's by DMC. These for like needlepoint. So any sort of like sewing floss. So we'll need this, pom-poms, tassels, and the big pom-poms. And yarn is optional. So we will get started with these tassels. I'm just taking these off right now. They're just anti-theft devices of these little, what are these called? Little twisty ties. Like I remember when I got toys at the toy store. Yeah, it's like you can use it for friendship bracelets. So it's like friendship bracelets as a kid. I think it's called sewing floss, but they have those packages still. So you can still find those and bring back those childhood memories of making friendship bracelets during the summer. And they come in like every color imaginable. So you can grab whatever you want. There's a bunch of different colors. There's like metallics, there's like shiny ones, there's multicolored ones. And they're 34 cents or 40 cents. So super, super duper cheap. Super great. All right. So I'm just undoing these tassels to start off with. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like, and yeah, 60% off. So you can literally go get everything this weekend. They're super duper cheap. I'm having issues with these tassels getting off, and I've only had one sip of wine. Just imagine if I would have had the whole glass. I probably wouldn't have been able to do any of this. I hope everyone had an okay week, and I hope everyone has some fun weekend plans ahead, including crafting. All right, so tassels are off. So I'm going to set this down so it's not taking up half the thing. So I'll show you what we're going to do with these tassels. So you're going to take 2 of these. I like to just flatten them out, make them look all nice and pretty. So 2 of these, make them look nice. And we'll save the other one for later. Embroidery floss. Thank you, Jennifer. That's what it's called. Embroidery floss. This is what this is. Go get it. Like 50 cents at craft stores. Okay, so we're going to take one tassel and we're going to flip it upside down. You're just going to kind of spread it out after we made it look all nice. And kind of get to the center. So you're going to like flatten it out, and that's how you kind of want to do with the center. Try to keep it as evenly as possible. And just flatten this out. Okay, so after you have it and it looks like this, you're going to take like 2 or 3 of these little strands. You don't have to, not even this much, so I grabbed too much. I'll just grab like 2. Okay. And we'll use this guy. They have like this little loop at the top. You're just gonna like tie it so it will sit together, so it will look like this. You want it to kind of, I'm gonna set the one I flattened out outside so I can show you guys. You're gonna want it to kind of look like this. You want it, so you want to be able to measure it so it will look like it's like one big tassel. So this has a little small loops. We'll save this one. So I'm gonna take the 2 you pulled out and just knot it. I double knot it to make sure that it stays. I don't glue it at all. You can if you want to be like, make sure it's really secure. But okay, that's what I'm doing off screen. You can't see this, so sorry about that, guys. You're just gonna knot it and make sure that it lays okay. This is where tiny little nimble fingers come into play and are helpful. I'm having trouble. So if you have like tweezers, that would help too. But otherwise, get right up in there, tie it, knot it, double knot it. Okay, have one through, the other two are coming. Okay, so my knot's not very pretty, so it's okay if it's not very pretty. I know that's hard to see. I'm going to double knot that again, just because I don't want it to fall off as I have this on here. You know what? This is really, I might just glue this right now. So I'm going to take the glue gun and just put a dab of glue on it to make sure that it stays. Little tiny. The blue one that I made, I did not have trouble with, so I didn't have to glue that one. Ooh, it's hot. I'm one of those people, I will stick my fingers in glue. You should not do that, it's really hot. But I just want to make sure that it's okay. All right. Now that that's good, you know what? We tied it to okay. So this is how it turns out. I'm going to glue it so it's a little bit covered up like that. If I did it, yep, you can see. So I'm just going to glue it so it's a little bit further up there so you can't see it. I'm just here. Let's see what happens. No, not one. You're just going to have to trust me here. Okay. All right, so I'm just holding that up. This is what it looks like. It's a hot mess right now. And still don't do it. It still looks like this. So we're just going to move on because I can fix that later. All right, so you have your big tassel like that. And that's step one. Making sure, yeah, that's going to bother me. So we're just going to, I know what I could do. Okay. Great thing about hot glue is it dries really quick. So I'm just going to hold it down. And so it looks nice. And as I peel the glue off my hands. And it's dry. Ah, much better. Okay. All right, so we have our big tassel. And I'm going to peel the glue off of this. It's still not perfect. And my apologies, guys. I'm just being really particular about this. Okay, so as we're working on the big tassel, this one's going to stay just like this. And then now that I know the glue gun's hot, we're going to take our palms and glue those on the bag. Okay, I think we finally got the key to that. Okay. There goes the glue gun. Okay. got the glue done. Okay, so these bags have like a little pocket on the inside, you can see. So that's going to be, I'm going to use that as the back. I'm going to use this as the front. So we're just going to find the center of the bag. I'm going to do this facing me, facing this way. So find the center of the bag. You can just kind of eyeball it at first and just stick that on there to see how you want it. You don't want it at the top. You want it a little bit down here. So you can either put the glue on the pom-pom or you can put it on the bag. I'm going to put it directly on the bag, so then that way I can kind of move the pom-pom around. So you take this. So it's like, here, you can see it. It's like the third line down. So 1, 2. I'm going to put the glue on like that third line, so it's at least a little bit up at the top, just like this. We're going to do that with 5 pom-poms. So we're going to put the middle one and then 2 on each side so they touch. So let's get this. I need a bigger workspace. All right. So I'm going to take this and put it. You don't need a lot of glue. Ooh, that is real hot. You can see this. I can see the steam coming up. So take this and just kind of gently place it on there and push it a little bit to make sure that it holds. But it should dry real quick. That's the great thing about hot glue. All right, so now we have a Rudolph nose bag. Okay, take our other 2. I'm gonna unplug this guy just so he doesn't get super hot. All right, I'm gonna place it to where I want them touching. I don't want them like super touching, so I don't want them like kissing, just like, you know, holding hands. And we're gonna do 2 and 2. So again, I'm just gonna place it about 1 inch away from this guy. And not a whole lot of glue. Yeah, this thing is hot. It's steaming. Woo-hoo. And gently place it on there to make sure that it's in line and semi-touching. So we can move it around a little bit so they're just barely touching. He doesn't want to hold hands at this pom-pom. He's like cool. He's too cool for school. Yeah. Right. On the other side, same thing. A little bit of hot glue. Just making sure that they're semi in line. Yeah, this guy, oh, he's falling off. Make sure you hold it just a little bit longer. That's right. We're just gonna hold these guys. I'm just holding them right here until the glue dries. Just to make sure they stay on there. It's gonna be big. Okay, so I think these guys are good. These are 3. We're gonna do 2 more, 1 on each side. And on my other bag that I didn't like the placement of them. And I found out this trick, which I thought was really cool. So I didn't like this placement, and I was like, I can't get that hot glue out. There's just gonna have to be like that, especially since it's not on a flat surface. It's like the straw. So if you take, where is it? It's right here. Take rubbing alcohol. So I have the 70%. I'm pretty sure the 90% would do it even faster. And what I did is I just poured it over this. It eats away the hot glue, and it will work on anything. I didn't think it would work on the straw surface. So if you make a mistake and you mess up on the placement of these, I know you have rubbing alcohol, so you can use this. I put like a tissue or something underneath it just to catch the drips, but you can, if you make a mistake, get rubbing alcohol. It eats away it will eat away the hot glue. That's on any surface. So fun fact, because I messed up the first time. All right, 2 more of these. All right, make sure that I fold this. Just holding it on there to make sure that it stays. I think we're good. And one on this side. All right, so just holding, make sure that they stay in place. And it's okay if it's a little wonky, like that's what makes it unique. So I'm a little wonky in life. It's okay. It'll be like me. Doesn't have to be perfect. And that's the thing, like it's made by you. Like if you make this, then it's okay. It's however you want it. So okay. I think these are good. So we have our pom-poms now. That's step 1. And step 2 is we're going to add our tassels to this, and then we're gonna make like a palm tassel out of these little guys. So these are like 1-inch poms, and these are 2-inch. So step 1 looks good, and you can do like you can do all kinds of color patterns. You don't have to do one color. You can make it unique if you want to do like all different colors and make it like a big multicolored like Fiesta bag. Like that would be cool too. So I'm gonna open up these. And we're just going to use 3 of these. So you can use whatever 3 you want. I'm just going to use 1 of each color. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I'll set these to the side. So they're a little flat for being in the, like smushed in the package, so I'm just kind of going to fluff them up. Make them nice and fluffy. You want them to look nice. You want them to look pretty. And if you make your own pom-poms, you don't have to worry about this. But okay. So these are all good now. We're going to start with our tassel that we made. So we're going to cover this up, what we did by creating it. So it just looks like one fluid tassel. All right, so that looks pretty good now. And we're going to take this yarn that we have over here, same yarn that we did for this, and I'm going to loop it around here. And I'm just going to double knot this again. Lots of double knots to make sure they stay. I'm not going to use hot glue on this one. It's not as teeny tiny as the knot. Okay. So now that we have this, I'm going to make sure you guys can see this. More of the bag, less of me. Okay, so you're going to kind of want to, take this back. So you're going to want to, haven't cut my string yet. So just play with this to see where you want this to hang. So this looks pretty good. So I don't want it to touch the bottom of the bag. So I kind of like it how this is going to hang. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter, however you want. And then we're just going to tie it around here. So I'll go ahead and I will cut my string with scissors. And I always like to cut a little extra just in case. You can always, better to be too long than too short. So we'll put the yarn away for now, and we're just going to tie this around this strap right here. So whatever length you want. I'm just measuring it, seeing if I like how it falls. And then we're just gonna double knot it at the top too. Now here you can use glue if you want to make sure that it stays in place. But I feel pretty confident about my knots, so I'm not gonna dab the glue on there for you. Okay. All right. So you can see I have a little bit of string left over here. I'll cut that later at the end, and then I'll cut this at the end too. I just wanted to show you part one. So we have big tassel number one. We are going to do a little tassel. So with the third leftover tassel you have. Now with this, I like to, again, just kind of, I don't want it to hang even with it, but kind of like in the middle down here. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna cut my string again. I'm just gonna tie it around the top and make sure that I like where it stays right there. Let's get a little top heavy. So I have my string again. I'm gonna put the scissors down. I'm not gonna cut it quite yet. Just gonna use this little loop at the top of our tassel. And the yarn is pulling them down just a little bit. This one, remember this one wasn't as long or as big. So it's gonna give me some trouble. This is where if you do want to put glue at the end of this, it's a lot easier to thread so it doesn't unravel. But I'm just gonna force it. Maybe. Of course it's not cooperating with me. And we got it. Alright. Make sure that it's all, you know what, now it's starting to unravel here. I'm just gonna take a dab of glue. And put that at the end. Just so it doesn't unravel at the end. I just put a dab of hot glue at this. So it doesn't unravel. I just soften the space. Quick trick. Little tip. And the glue gets everywhere. And my glue gun is starting to get a little not as hot, so we'll plug it back in. This glue gun gets really hot at mine, so I have to unplug it every now and again. All right, so we're threading this through here. If this cooperates with me. It's just really making my life hard right now. It's just really irritating, this little thing. Okay. So again, we're going to double knot this. Once more. Okay. So we're going to take this, and we already have one tassel on there. So what we're going to do, again, is I want it to hang kind of midway down. I'll show you guys. So just don't cut your string yet. Measure how you want it. I want it mid tassel. And then I'll cut this because I have the length I want now. And then double knot it again at the top. try to keep the like one knotted. That's good. Okay. All right, so we got 2 tassels on there. This is how it's looking. Next, we're going to do our palm tassel with these little guys. And we'll go ahead and at the end, we'll cut everything and make it look all nice and pretty. So, take a sip of wine, take a break. That's actually pretty good. I got to cut out at the store. Usually my expectation for grocery store wine is pretty low, but that one's actually good. I don't remember what it was like any other person. I looked at the labels and I got the prettiest one. Because that's how we buy wine, let's be real. Yeah. So I made these glasses too. I used the end of a paintbrush and just dipped it in a bunch of different colors. It went through the dishwasher because somebody that I know does not know how to take care of hand-painted glasses. So it's looking a little rough, but this is another fun project. I just used one pink and then just added various different amounts of white to it, and then dipped it and made it look like ombre. So you can see all kinds of fun dots. It's a really easy project, and you can do it, if you get a set for a person and do all kinds of different colors. You can do all the same colors. That's another really easy project. We can go over that later, but right now we're just going to enjoy drinking the wine. Okay, so here's the fun part. So I'm not a sewer. Just going to preface with that. I do not sew. I do not do things with needles, just because I'm not that great at it. But so I had to go get sewing needles because I didn't have it. I got the needle. You want the one with like the biggest eye that you can find. I don't know what size that is, but a big needle with a big eye. I think I got these ones. So they're DMC 125. I'm assuming that this is the 5 because it's the biggest, but I could be wrong. Someone that knows needles would like to inform me of if it's a 1 or a 5, depending on how the scale goes. That would be great. But this is what I got, and there's 2 of them in the middle, so I just used the biggest one. So don't know what size it is, just make sure it has a big enough needle for the embroidery floss that we're going to use, because it is a little bit thicker than normal thread. You don't want the itty little bitty ones. Okay, so I'm just going to find the end of this, which is all tucked away. I found it. It is tucked away. Okay, so find the end. I'm just going to pull it just a little bit, like 1 length, maybe 2. Pull it 2 lengths. And you're going to knot this at the end. Again, use a double knot. So double knot your embroidery floss, whatever color you want. You just want a knot that's going to be big enough to stop these guys. So I'm going to double knot it. Just because usually 1 knot will work to stop those guys, but better to be safe than sorry. Okay, so you're going to take this and you want it to be the length of however long you want your palm tassel to be on here. So I want my palm tassel to be kind of the length of the long one right here. I'm just going to make sure you leave enough room to tie it at the top. Let's see. This is, I'm just going to do 3. So I'm going to do it this amount of length, probably like the length of the bag plus a little bit extra at the top so we can have it to tie. So just go ahead and you can cut that right now. You want to be able to thread it. Set that aside. So all you need is like 3 lengths of the embroidery floss. You can probably do 2 if you are adventurous, but I'm just going to do 3. Once we thread our needle, I like everything else tonight. It's giving me a hard time. There we go. Okay, so got that. You don't need to pull it too much. So pick out of your tassels which one, or your palms, which one you want to be the bottom. So I think I'm going to do this one as the bottom. Do it like this, the darkest one on the top. So we've like poofed these out, made sure they're nice and fluffy. And you're just going to find the center of this and stick it here, just like that. So pull it all the way to the bottom so you can feel that knot. You don't need to pull it too much because it is going to be a little delicate. And then I'm going to take it and we're going to knot it so this stays in place. So you don't need to double knot this. This is one that you don't need to double knot. So we're just going to try and get, we're going to try and get that knot as close to the palm as possible, which I pulled it up too soon. I'm just getting that and making sure that it's right at the top so that will stay in place. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. It's right there. That little knot, this little palm is in place. Then determine like how much you want your palms to be apart. Again, we're just going to stick this through again. So pull it down. And I kind of want them to be a little bit close together. So you can do it closer, further away. Just kind of, that looks about good. Then we're going to take a knot at the top. And these will stay in place. You don't need to worry about putting a knot at the bottom of this. It'll be pretty good. It's a decoration. It's not like it's going to be like pulled on or anything. So it'll be okay if it's a little movable. So again, make sure that the knot stays pretty close to the top of that, palm. I'm using it on a flat surface just because I can't do it in the air very well. So sorry about that. And it's okay. So we have our 2 pom-poms. We're going to add our last one there. Okay, so let's see. And we have it just like this. I'm going to push it down so a little bit more. This one will be, yeah. I don't want it to be too long because I don't want it, we're going to hang it just like that. So you can go ahead and take the needle off now. You don't need the needle. You just needed it to thread the pom-poms. I'm going to tie one final knot at the top right here, just to make sure these guys don't slide around. And there we have our pom tassel. So you can go ahead and cut this at the bottom. So that way it looks like the pom-poms are like the last thing. Be careful not to cut your palm. So don't cut your pom-pom. There we go. All right, so as the bag falls, now we have this. And this will be the last thing that we tie on here. So we have our little tassel, our big tassel, and we have our palm tassel, if you want to call it that. I'm going to take a wine break. So again, same thing. I have some extra room. Just gonna eyeball it so I have everything. I don't want everything to be like equal at the top, so I'm gonna give it some room to make sure that it looks okay. So I'm probably gonna make it a little bit lower. So this is how I'm gonna keep mine with those 3. So once you find a spot that you like it at, go ahead and tie that around. the handle. And then we'll cut all the extra strings that we have, and we'll have a nice pretty bag. So double knot this one again. All right. Okay. So here's how it looks. I think it looks pretty cool. I'll post a picture of, so I saw a bag from Anthro, and that's what made me think of this. The one from Anthro was like Anthropologie was $150. So we just did this for way less than that. I think with everything being 60% off, you can get this 60% off of like $4. This is originally $7, and the tassels I think are originally $5. And then I have this yarn in floss, but the floss, like I guess it's 50 cents, and you can get a thing of yarn for very, very cheap, depending if you want one color, you know, the quality of it. So under $20, I'd probably say even with everything being 60% off, you can get it under $15. So under $15 versus $150 for the Anthro. And it makes a super cute bag to bring to the pool, or we can bring it to the beach, you know, or if you just want, like, you know, I know some people that just love big bags and they just will dump everything in there. So you can use it as a summer purse too. So super cute. Once we'll clean everything up now, all the loose ends up here. And I'll give you one more view of it. And so like I said, for the handle part that you can do, I'm not going to do that just because it takes a long, long time, but just like cut really long pieces of thread and just keep wrapping it. Put on your favorite Netflix show, put on Gilmore Girls or something like that you don't really want to pay. You've seen a lot, or the, you know, background noise, or favorite movie, whatever, and just wrap. I think for the other one that I did, the blue one, where's that? I think for this one handle probably took me like maybe an hour to do because I was like doing a couple other things at the same time. But if you like really want to knock it out, you could easily do this very quick. And then you'll do the other side. So this is the blue bag that I did. And there's the pink bag. And that's what the handles will look like. So pink versus blue. That one's like all blue. So you can do it with a bunch of different colors. It looks really fun. I would venture out to try to do it with like multicolors too, and just get like a good, like, I don't know, it reminds me like a Fiesta, like a Cinco de Mayo bag or something, but really great for pool in summer. So let's trim this up and then give you one final show for this. So where are my scissors? There they are. Okay. And after you cut things, if you want to add some glue to it, just to make sure that it stays, that's fine. So I think I'm going to add a dab of glue just to the handle where I tied everything. Just because I did cut it kind of close, and I want to make sure that that doesn't come undone. Just take your glue gun, glue it right where the knots are. And then we need to cut these strings as well. So where did I put the scissors? Oh, there. Cut that one. Oh, and this guy down here. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this too down here, this knot, so it doesn't come undone. Just a little bit all around it, just for some extra security. And let that dry. Oops, it got me. All right, and I'm going to glue this other knot. So the two tassel knots that we did, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on them just to make sure that they don't come undone right after I cut it. Let that dry. I have a hot pool date tomorrow that I'm going to take this guy to the pool with me. It's going to be so fun. All right. Oops. So it does get a little top heavy, so they're empty. Make sure you put some stuff in there so it doesn't tip over, but shouldn't be as bad at the pool. So here's what it looks like, and then I'm gonna go later tonight while I'm watching. I'm gonna put on Gilmore Girls. So I'm gonna put on Gilmore Girls, and I'm gonna finish wrapping this. And then tomorrow I'll show you. Hopefully I'll finish my blue one too. So after that, hopefully I finish both, so I can show you pictures of the pink one and the blue one of what it looks like. But here's your super fun bag for summer. Use it as a purse. Use it as whatever you like. Thanks, you guys, for coming and watching me craft and drink wine. So thanks for watching. If you like this, go ahead and share it. Give it a like. Because it's super easy and super fun. So thank you guys for watching tonight. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and enjoy it. Don't get too hot, because I know it's really hot in North Carolina here. So make sure you take this and dip your feet in the pool with you. So thanks for watching. If you like it, let me know. I'm gonna put these up on my website too, in case you just want it pre-made. So that's fine too. So I'm gonna have a couple more colors of these, and yeah, have a great weekend. And thanks for spending time with me tonight. So bye.